Hi, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. My name is Hassan. We are live. What's going on, y'all? Please hit that like button for me on your way in. Subscribe if you haven't. Discord links in the description. What's up, Bobby? Okay. So, half day today. Drama's looking kind of cool. What did you say? Trey said 43. I did. I think I want INDP off the open, man, over 302.
Order filled.
Man, I really like it better after the pullback first. But yeah, I might get washed brutally. 389. It's supposed to be 80. And I'm doing that. I'm risking this 15-minute low right here, 291. Which I should have waited for the test low first. Yeah. I said no more rules. The only rule is it got to be higher low on the 5. But I do still want to keep the pre-market one. Man, I took sober and I punked out because I was like, man, I'm tripping this pre-market. Trend line break. Yeah, sober went though. I took it here with my stop here, and then I just jumped right out because I was like, nah, it's too close to the open. There goes drama. But the cam's looking crispy. Like, oh, cam, what? Huh? Is that a stock you meant to capitalize? Man, it was a sweet flag on sober too that I punked out on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get that up. No, I did a restart. Good Lord. It's pretty gnarly.
Order filled.
Golly. Hey, what's up, Center Star? He who fought and ran away lives to fight another day. That's cool. Man, drama was nice off the open though. Probably could have just read the room on INDP after it couldn't push up high enough. Yeah, I could have got out of that a little better. Right there at support. Target on this trade was 229. Morning knives. Wave Rider. I'm about to add another one though. I'm about to add one more. Um, yeah, you're right, knives. All right, the three laws, Demolition Man style. INDP, nice little comeback there off of 281. Bruh, I literally jumped in the flag. It's flagging on the one. Yeah, I ain't messing with it up there, man. It got to come back for sure. I'm looking maybe this high right here. But yeah, I gotta wait on that. The idea that I was trying to give myself was like, if you just follow this one rule, you can trade whatever you can do whatever you want. Like all you gotta do is follow this one rule. But I still want to have some hmm hmm Nice. Yeah, 281 was bounced super nice. It's rolling now, man. Oh, hater. That's all right. I'm waiting for the 5 minute pullback. Yeah, super squeeze. My epic pen. I'm gonna keep my epic pen out today. I gotta mark my higher low before I enter the trade. I think that'll also be a really helpful habit to cultivate. I got here an hour early and um realized that I don't have a routine anymore. But uh but I got here early like I wanted to. I got here exactly an hour early and was able to sit and yeah, E-log done. But I realized that I need to rewrite that joint and figure out what I'm going to do about my journal situation. I think I'm just gonna. I guess I can just manually export, and I don't want to. I don't want to bother Andy just yet because I don't even know why I'm still able to trade right now, honestly. But so I don't want to. I don't want to disturb anything. But um, man, this is looking really violent to the upside, yo. Trend line break and retest. It's just too wide rangey right now. Yeah, see, let me see that's what's up. Hey, what's up, Frank? Yeah, I hear that. Man, INDP looking wild right here. I just don't want to mess with it like that. It's gonna be a clean setup. Yeah, you crashed out on the chart. Yeah, I kind of need to define. Nah, man, that sucks. Man. Yeah, I was sad I missed this. Why this is exactly what I'm trying to get right there. Hmm. I tried INDP at the open, but gotta wait for the pullback first for sure. Um, well, the only thing that's kind of setting up right now is either SOBR or INDP. I needed it has to break 290 though at this point. I need to put my pre-market high back in here. Uh, forgot what it's called. Study price marker. Yeah, sober might be ready in 5 minutes. And INDP. Hmm. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty serious wick right here on the 15 too. But 217 daily breakout level. Hmm. Yeah, see this would be pretty saucy right here if it don't go too crazy. Hmm. I like that volume spike right there on the one on that candle. I don't know, Bobby. I think it's I'd like to see it move up a little bit though and pull back, but all right, slow down now. Yeah, man, if this thing could just break that low right there, or at least double bottom it, 291, it's pretty close. Man, SOBR is not chilling. right, that's definitely a higher low on the 5. I'm gonna see where this 1's gonna pull back to. Hope it pulls back. You kind of could just take the pop over 236, but man, we might be able to get in down here in the 20s. Well, the 5 is man, bro, INDP. Missing it.
Order filled.
Hmm.
Order filled. This where I was talking to Frank about just getting out when it pulls against your entry like that and reassessing. But if I'm trading the 5, I'm cool. 260's high day. Yeah. Man, this thing got slapped up there at the WAP. Come on, Billy. Nah, my I feel like my sell rules uh I don't know. I know I keep going back on this and I kind of it's like a a Ferris wheel and I feel like it's that way because I haven't like the best thing for my trading and what I feel most comfortable doing hasn't resolved itself yet. Um yeah, it seemed like it's been plenty of them, Bobby. I haven't done the work.
Order filled.
Damn, stopped out of INDP. Well, I'm out of there, Frank. How you not feel me though, bro? That's whack. How they not feel me, bro? He said ad. I really want threes, man, but they don't care about what I want. I'm only sitting at 1R right now. What up, Draco? Man, I wish I'd have got filled on that sell on that candle though.
Order filled.
Got in at 220. Nice, man. I sure like to hear that, Frank. Hmm. Makes a lot of sense, Frank. Man, Trex. Come on, man. Go on up there.
Order filled.
Not random, but I'm just seeing it struggling at 280, and I would just, if it's gonna pull back in and stop me out, I'd feel better having a little more sold in these highs. Nah, this the only rule right here, bro. My screen name. Well, I mean, I feel like I know when to sell. I want to sell at resistance, and if I sold up here, we got wicks. Like, look, it looked like it was done right there, and if that's my last chance to get
Order
some off in
filled.
the 80s, let me sell another half. You know, where's the resistance? Right there, right there. See, yeah, like I know when to sell. I just be in my feelings and made it up resistance on the fly. No, I'm looking at it, bro. Look at the one. Look, slam, 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 slam. Like it's obviously running into some sellers up here, right? Look at the one. It's not an anomaly to me though. Look at this trend, bro. That Joker was tired. This is just like basic price action reading right here to me. One, two, third high up, fourth high up, barely gets past the third one and struggles there for like 5 minutes. Seems like a good time to sell to me. Yeah, I'm not saying that it might not go back up, but look, I can get another trade out of it. You probably get another pullback. If I can get another 5 minute candle pullback, you know, it could be another trade. Or if it's done, at least I got, you know, 3/4 out up here at the highs. Did you feel me? What lessons, Knives? Yeah, I mean, I it literally went down. Like, bro, one, two, three, four green candles in a row. Like, imagine the extension from here. Like, that would be freaking ridiculous without any red in between. You know, I hope this thing could make another low. That would be cool. Even though this made a low right here, so it's almost kind of ready. But yeah, like another low would be sweet. Maybe down here to 240s or something. Oh man, that might have been it right there. This does technically count as a higher low, but I don't want to buy the break of that because that would be um new high of day. Don't buy the next high. Yeah, I was about to say, Trey, I can't buy the next high right there. This thing needs to stay under 270 or it's just gonna be a wrap for right now. No volume, not interested. To all early market close 1 p.m. Attention traders, markets will close today at 1 p.m. for Christmas Eve. Thank you very much. Maybe go YOLO. What are you saying, Draco? I decided HH to just pick the law that mattered the most and focus on that one. And we'll worry about the rest later. Frank said bye bye. Dada. Come on, Warren, just pull it back a little bit. Just pull it back a little bit. That's all you gotta do. Price action wins, bro. Come on, man. Two red green, two red ones. And we in there. No max loss either. That's more important than anything. All right. The market is listening to what you want. It doesn't have to do what I want, but if it does what I want, then I will participate. You think so? I really wanted another candle down. This thing is pretty strong, yo. I honestly thought this was uh, a logical progression that to me, this is me coming closer to this being the most important thing. Man, why can't you just chill? I really want to buy that. I should have bought it. There was no rule against it. What was this high break? 78. Big volume spike.
Order filled.
Oh, 1 second. My bad, guys. I think in all likelihood I would have liked to gotten out under that candle, but we're here. I'm fired. uh, hmm. I actually think it's gonna be a much better entry right here too. Maybe. Um, yeah, kind of, Brian. It's just because I'm trying to remove all the other things I think about and just focus on buying the higher low over support and just be okay with whatever happens with that. And I think that's more important than all the other things that I've been kind of chasing around and focusing on. I'm super kind of surprised that you guys saying that I've been so influenced by Frank. Um, this just to me is trying to do that, and this candle made a higher low, and it's not the best looking thing, but I got my support line right here, and I'm like, it's looking strong. It's looking like it's holding up above the level. It is a higher low. I said that's my rule. So why am I not taking the trade? Granted, I don't want to be buying high of day. So no way around it. Yeah, that part. Yeah, it really needed to be like a hammer time that wicked below and then held, and then I was able to get in like right at the bottom. Oops. Well, I'm totally okay with taking a trade off of the opening high and off like pre-market high. Like those two levels to me are supreme pullback levels to catch a pullback on. But yeah, the entry is definitely leaves a lot to be desired. I was waiting like 75 should have been 75, 76 should have been my entry. And but I was being scary until I saw the pop, which at that point, it's kind of too late. But it's 54. Nah, I definitely didn't give up on reversals. Yeah, Joker broke every low possible.
Order filled.
What? Are my fingers froze? Hit the strap. Yeah, I didn't realize we had gotten that far down on INDP. It's the 24th. I sure did. Yeah. Actually took two nice trades on SOBR. This one I just jumped back out on. And then this one should have sold everything up there. Um and then this one should not have been done. That's for sure. Yeah. Well, I had to take the phone call. It was my job. But yeah, I definitely don't want to take this entry. That's what's up, real talk? Uh hmm. All right, Pond. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I had my one good trade on SOBR, and that was a wrap. That was a wrap. Bro, what do you mean selling it for no reason? I literally top ticked the move basically, bro. What you mean, center star? That joke is. I want to trade uptrends. Man, what's up, patience? I think you wilding right now. Who I feel like somebody else was doing me like this. Oh, dang. Trey, you still in here, bro? This is the same stuff Red used to do. Hyper scalpers. Even when I sold at the right spot, because it didn't say sell on the tape, you think that it was a bad sell. But just looking at what the price did after my sales, like what better sell could there have been except to sell all of it? The only thing I could have done was sell all of it. That was the only sale I could have done better, is to sell it all on my first sale. The circle of life. Yeah. Yeah, but this trade, this trade right here is what I'm trying to do every day. That's it. That's it. I got my support line right here. Got the higher high, the higher low. It's above VWAP. It can't get any better. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I be meaning by higher low on the 5. Now, if you just look, it didn't happen that often. This one was kind of setting up, but I said I needed it to break this low, which I ended up not getting impatient for. 290, 291, 291. Yeah. So by the time it broke the low, it was back at the low, making lower lows, you know. So it was just, there was no trade here for me on INDP. I mean, it could be the first pullback on the 5, but it could also be the first pullback after reversing off the low of day, you know. Then after that, leave it alone. Yeah, that's where like one trade a day would do me great justice, you know. um, all right. Notebooks. Um, all right, we're gonna do 9:35 to 11 on the window. I'm gonna go ahead and just like leave that playing the open stuff alone. It's just no reason. It's no reason. Um, All right. What did I miss? My bad. Well, the if it's up Trey, if it's uptrending on a higher time frame, then I'm cool with it bouncing off lower day on the 5 or the 1. Um, like I'm like, look at this thing. This thing is in an uptrend until like breaking $2 pretty much, you know. Uh, I got to, bro. We're going all the way back to May, bro. I'm taking too many trades. And they're not there. Actually, I would say the thing that probably got me into this trade more than anything was you and whoever I'm adding now, up and away and all that crap. Y'all had me thinking like, well, it is a higher low. This is technically not high of day, and that's why I was stuttering about it because I know I don't want to be getting in up here. So I don't blame you, but I blame you. uh, trading is too much. I hear you. No, I mean, I'm not. I don't really blame you, Frank. I'm responsible for every trade that I take, but I would call this done after getting out of this trade up here. Even though it was holding this line, it's just at the top. It's still at resistance. You know, if I zoom out, it's at resistance. Um, on the 1, there's some room to play in for sure, like buying down here and selling up here. But if I'm focusing on the 5, there's no room in here to take a reasonable trade without actually buying, pretty much buying into high a day. So, yeah, this is all I want to do, and then I need to walk after that or let it reset, which would mean let the 5 minute downtrend back to support, and then wait for it to bounce and make a higher low, which it's like a long time. Um, a student walks into class. A man looks like a teacher but tells the student to jump off a cliff. The student proceeds because he looks like a teacher. Whose fault is it? It's the student's fault. For sure. But I could still, as the student who jumped off the cliff after I hit the ground, be like, man, that teacher was an a-hole, bro. I can't believe he told me to do this. Yeah. What happened with INDP? I actually felt like I was doing something here, but I really wasn't. It's hard to get the view that I want on the 5, bro. Um, yeah, this criteria here is like the the that's funny, Trey. Um, this was what was missing to keep me out of this trade, waiting for that actual low to make. And then actually slapping the trend line on that puppy, and it's like pretty obvious what's going on here. um, yeah, I think trend lines are super useful when I'm waiting for the pullback to finish. Um, kind of keep an eye on things, at least to have like a reasonable target if I'm trying to get in underneath it. Um, yeah. Hmm. This one here. But for me, if it doesn't actually make a lower low, like it doesn't make a new low, it's just going sideways. Hmm. Gold star for center star, man. Yeah, same thing in pre. It didn't actually make the low until right here. And by then you got big selling volume taking over. Talking through these trades makes me realize a lot of the mental rules that I have. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Because I'm just trying to, I'm trying to focus. I'm not being successful at not breaking them. It's not that the rules weren't valid. It's that I'm just trying to get some sort of momentum on following the rules and getting this number up. So if I just like, if I try to simplify it down to the most simple thing and say, like, what's the one thing? It's definitely, uh, it's definitely buying lower lows on the 5. It's because the lower low is the dippity dip. Like that's the dip, you know, and it's exciting and you know, it's the best price, but for me, I don't know that it's going to turn into an uptrend, which my profit taking is based on it going into an uptrend. Like I need some extension in the price. Um, I need to make sure that this isn't just like a bounce, but I need it to be this is flipping into an uptrend. So I need the higher low. And you can see the higher low on the 1 a lot of times, but it don't be there on the 5, which is um uh yeah, I need higher highs to make money. Well, talking through my trades, there's I mean, why am I adding rules again? Hmm. I mean, not having a max loss, it's how am I if somebody says, "Okay, I get your," or if I just ask myself, I get your idea of wanting to focus on one rule, but you still got to have a max loss, bro. Right? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course. I can't just open the door to account destruction in this exercise, right? Okay. So I add max loss. And I still need some kind of box on when I'm going to start trading. And I think it's best if I'm trying to just focus on this one thing, staying out of that first 5 minutes of the open and trying to do these opening plays. It's just not necessary. That's not the bread and butter of what I'm here to do. That's something extra I just kind of started doing. So putting the entry window can make it clear that, all right, I'm trading after that first 5 minute candle closes. And if I don't find anything by 11, let's get out of here. Um, yeah, I mean, when the laws are here for a reason, it's easy to bring them back because it's like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. I'm just trying desperately, knives, to Jedi mind trick myself to stop breaking my laws. So forgive me if I'm flopping and flipping, but I'm trying to figure it out. Um, I really believe it's so simple, man, but it's so easy to complicate it. It's so easy to complicate it. This actually can be by itself. Yeah, that's one of the main things, Center Star, why I wanted to start this community is because it's such a trade in a bubble situation, you know. Uh, you don't get to talk your ideas over with other traders. You can be on some crap and not even realize it. You know, so just having some other people who've been doing it a little longer than you or doing it a different way, you know. What do I mean in a bubble? Um like I realized recently that I had never watched another person trade before, like live trade, and see how they, you know, put their orders in and all that stuff. Like I've seen little clips, but to actually like watch how somebody navigates a trading session, um, you know, like I wasn't using hotkeys for a long time. Yeah, I appreciate it, Bobby. I think this is pretty much all I need. Um, um, let's see if they survived. We trading Friday? Yeah, that's the main thing, honestly. I get caught up in downtrends by not waiting for the higher low, and I get caught up at resistance looking for ridiculous continuations like on SOBR when that joker's extended, you know. Um, hmm. 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 It's a good point, Knives. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but it's okay. It's a good point. Low 234, 233.5. It's like a downtrend to me. Hmm. Hmm. Still not understanding why I traded INDP. Uh, yeah, I was tripping. I was tripping. This one kind of, I can kind of see a possible trade here, but I said that I wanted to wait for a break of this low, and it did not do that. And that's something I've put in as my criteria for my higher low, that the higher low candle must create a lower low to the previous candle before I enter it. Um, Damn, that was nice on MCI. Hmm. Yeah, I definitely anticipate it. Yeah, that's why I say it's like the main issue I have is patience. It's not I just have a hard time waiting for what I want to see. And seeing things to make me think, okay, well, I don't have to wait for that because this looks good enough because of this or that thing. Okay, that's true. Well, I think I looked it up this morning, and is that from this morning? That this is probably from another day that these levels are down from. But all right, struggle buddy. See, that would be leaning into the so we got what? No news. Just what, a technical breakout on the daily. Nah, I got a chat to chat with, bro. I need a book. What is the float? You know, I don't have an easy way to see the float because it don't show me here. Which is like, how could you not show me the float? Well, because my idea is to only trade what I find in pre-market. So I got my two tickers and all of that. Go to statistics. Um, Float. Hmm. I didn't even know they had a. Um, hilarious. Spell it right. No, I'm not thinking of trading AMCI. Is that a real website? Floatchecker.com. Knowthefloat.com. No data. You were worthless. Grok AI. Hold the phone. How do you gotta use X for Grok, right? How you use it? I would imagine they have their own website. Oh boy. Do they have Grok on here? There it is. Hmm. Oh, snaps. I couldn't get floatchecker.com to work. Floatchecker.com. Spelling that right. Know the float. I thought I just checked know the float. Yeah, they didn't have AMCI. They got nothing. Oops. Oedipus Therapeutics. Okay, this is cool. Awesome resource, man. Appreciate that, Knives. Knowthefloat.com. I wonder if I can make my hotkey pull up 2 tabs. Let's find out. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, HH. Oh snap! It worked. It didn't pass the ticker though. Oh yeah, it did. It said no ticker found for AMCI. All right, let's try INDP. Hey yo, like that. Does DT give you news too? Dang. So you could open up as many websites as you want. That is so cool. And filings. What is the hotkey? Well, you said it's what is it? Um you got to put focus window space montage, and then you put a semicolon, and then you put the website you want. And if you want it to pass the montage symbol, you replace that part of the web address with %sign SYMB %sign, and it'll pass the symbol to the URL, and you get one press of a button. Boom shakalaka. That's super cool. That's pretty sick. Boom shakalaka. What's the float? No info for elog. So sad. Did I pass it already? Thought the float was on this joint. What's up, Chili Dipper Golf? Yeah, I definitely know it's a game. I like deep down inside, I feel like mid caps is like where I probably should be. Um, but I have the most experience with these, and the percent gain is pretty cool. And I'm just used to trading them now, so kind of chilling. Yeah, no problem, Frank. Happy to help. I don't know if you can do that in IBKR. It's a DOS thing. It's just I think it's a platform thing. So if you got DOS, it should work. It's just running a script. It doesn't have anything to do with your broker. Finviz. Shoot, bro, I'll throw all them joints in here. Uh, all right, we got the Finviz on deck now. Oh, is this the news right here at the top? This the AI part you was talking about, Trey? It just tell you right at the top. Hmm. I hear you, HH. I definitely am. It's kind of like, for me, like life got real crazy for a minute, and then I found out that I would be able to do this again, and it's just like I've been happy to just be able to do this again, but I haven't rounded back around to like putting everything in place like it was so that I can do it at the full level of, professionalism and seriousness that I truly want to give to this. Um, so we're kind of rounding back into that. um, write down my reasons. I actually, after seeing uh Focus showed me his manual written stuff, and then you, Frank, and then Knives, like, you got a piece of paper, right? I think I would kind of like to sit down with my notepad and write about my trades like that, and just take a moment with them. INDP is looking really interesting. Mm-hmm. It's a little late in the game though. I was liking it down here, but entry wasn't really that great unless I took that one, but it didn't really do the thing. Low, almost. The ego. Was the higher low there? Or here? This one. But the entry just sucks. And I don't have any support lines down here, so there's no trade. Over here though, look at drama over here. Look at that beautiful higher low right there as support. Didn't get the actual low made, but the flag is. Hmm. Hmm. This one made the low. That's funny, Knives. Um, on INDP, the thinking process. Yeah, it just definitely my pre-market trades. Um, 15 had actually just made a lower low, so that was pretty wild. Just literally downtrending. Um, yeah, I just had a really bad bias on INDP for some. I mean, basically because it was sitting at my yellow line there, and yeah, I mean the only trade that looked like it had a semblance of thought process towards my strategy is this entry here, uh, which failed. And hmm, if I only took this trade and none of those, that wouldn't be so bad. That wouldn't be so bad. But it was just an all-out downtrend for real. For real. Yeah. And I was telling Focus that yesterday. I was like, bro, there's definitely at least one super clean setup every day. Just one super clean where there's no doubt about it. I'm not anxious. And that was this right here. This trade right here. Like there was no doubt that I needed to take this trade at all. And yeah, like if I can just chill and wait for that, and then once I get that, say thank you and get up and leave. Like, yeah, it's simple. It's simple. If you just, it just takes patience, man. It takes patience. You got to be willing to miss the trade. It's so hard to get to that point. It's so hard to get to that point because it just starts to feel like I can't miss the trade. Like it's my job to take this trade. I would argue that I was late. Yeah, I mean, look, I wanted this right here. When I took this entry, my stop was below this candle. This is where I was risking to. And I mean, freaking trade of the day, you know? So, um, yeah, no doubt, Knives. And I'm trying to, I just, it's easy to forget that. It's easy to forget that. Why did I sell it? Because it was pre-market and I lost money on INDP and I didn't want to go into the open like down 3R. Um, so I was just like, let me stop and let me see what happens after the open. So I just got out. Yeah. Yeah. Like I get like Frank is coming from what's happening now, like super micro of what's happening now. But I'm looking at I'm trying to look at the trend. And I just know prices only go up for so long before they pull back. That's just like grade one, you know, it can't go up forever. And so when it's gone up here from down here, it just don't make sense to buy up here, you know. But I went against my own self and bought anyway, thinking that it could go like, just imagine what it would look like if this printed like three more huge extension candles. Like it'd be freaking ridiculous, bro. um, this looks like a really nice area right here, though. Yeah, and that's why I like the five because when you get that higher low on the five, like the extension that you can get, if you get the first higher low on the five, like you're looking at a nice uptrend on the one, you know, before getting like a crazy pullback. Um, and for my window that I'm here, I think that will allow me to get 1 to 2 trades a day. Um, of what I actually want to trade. I could definitely take way more of other stuff, but if I actually just waited for this, it would be like 1 to 2 trades a day. Like I got that one here. Um, what was another one I thought I saw? That's actually like the only one. That's the only one. Um, yeah, I guess it would make sense to say entry cannot be at resistance, but it's I feel like there's a lot of room for that to be subjective. What you getting at, Center Star? Yeah, this was really nice here. How much do I like to keep my money safe? I would like to very much keep my money safe. I think I've gotten trained to losing it. Yeah. Yeah, I just I don't need to try to expand to be able to include every single bounce into my system. Um, it just needs to be a clear move up and a clear pullback to support and a good looking entry. If the entry's crap, yeah, for sure. Gotta go to bonds. Oh, yeah, I would. I would have. Um, yeah. Mm. This didn't hold up because it was just an entry day level, is what you're saying. It just wasn't. It really wasn't a good pullback, but I did add that level though. those are my support and resistance levels. Those are my levels of interest. Although I don't know, 260. Did I just put that? Really actually like that. I'm actually trying to get my trend line game popping. HH. I just don't think about it. I'm not used to drawing them, and sometimes they jump out at me, and I'm like, whoa, let me put a trend line on that. That would actually help a lot with you just see where it's at in the situation. Yeah. How am I supposed to press the buy button? Well, I just look for patterns. Patterns, when things are uptrending, they make higher highs and higher lows. When they're downtrending, they make lower lows and lower highs. So I just wait for price to come into these levels and see if it starts to uptrend or if it continues to downtrend. When I was trading in 2020, I was using I think when I first started, I was using the 21 EMA, the 9 and the 21, I think, and then I went to VWAP. But it's always been the same of waiting for the first higher low, higher high, higher low, like looking for the beginning of the trend. I didn't I was so into the one that I didn't understand the big picture of the trend itself. And I think that's kind of where I've grown from there and kind of understand where I'm at in the trend a little bit better. How long you think trends are for? I mean they can go for a long time, but I think like your average trend is like three highs. Um, but it lasts until it starts making lows. An uptrend lasts until it starts making lower highs and lower lows. Yeah, yeah. When you get what you want to see at the support and a trend line break, and you get the pattern you want to see, it just makes you feel that much better. It can also be just 30 seconds. I wouldn't call that a trend though. A trend like a 5 minute trend, a trend on the 5 minute chart. Like this is a trend to me. You got one, two, three highs. Maybe you call that a fourth one. Barely got up there, and then that was a wrap. Right. So that is a trend, and then downtrend, and now it's back at a possible support level, and we got some volume kicking. Maybe something can happen. Yeah, fluently. Yeah, we look at the market completely different. Yeah, like in reality, what I'm doing, I could completely get rid of level two and time and sales. My main my main my main signals are coming from the volume and the patterns that the prices are making as they're moving up and down. Yeah, I gotta come correct January for sure. Um, yeah, I got some ideas. Let me get me a. Actually, I got it right here. Yeah, I gotta come. We're gonna. I'm definitely gonna do the review. I'll do a video, probably a long video about it too. Yeah, regular scalping. Yeah, like to me, if I look at this chart, if I pull this chart up in at 8 o'clock at night when the market's closed, and I think if this happens again, how can I buy in as low as possible and sell as high as possible? Like, how can I get as much of this move as possible? Or maybe even multiple trades out of it. Like, where would I want to buy? Where would I want to sell? And I just look, okay, look how it interacts. It goes back and forth between support, makes higher highs, higher lows. Like, so I'm not just like trying to catch one candle or one burst of momentum, but I'm looking for the trend to change and ride the trend as long as, price is moving up. Um, so I have wider stops and I'm in the trade for a longer period of time. And my stop loss is a set dollar amount. It's well, I'm just saying they're wide in comparison to somebody who's buying off of the tape. And like I think Frank said 3% stops. He said near 217. Yeah, but even if I was like I looked at the one because I didn't want to buy, the high of the new high of the five if I didn't have to. Which I ended up pretty much getting because I tried to get the high of this candle, which was 233. The break was 237. Actually, I think I ended up waiting for the break of 237. But um, I just to buy it right here, I'm not willing to do because there's no. I want to see them start buying it first. I want to see them start buying it first. And when they stop buying it, like right when the first rush of buyers stops, I want to see what's going to happen after that. I want to see if the sellers are going to come in and crush it all the way back down, or if the sellers are just going to be light and it's just going to barely pull back. And then that's when I want to engage. And I mean that's what I'm looking for on the 5 too. It's kind of the same thing. I want to see the buyers come in and push the price up, and then I want to see what that pullback is looking like. And if pull back, hold support, we're good to go. Boom, next ride up. And so I just gotta be happy with this leg, you know. And if I get if I sometimes you can get multiple legs. Like if I can get, I don't want to take the third leg, but the first leg or the second leg, as long as I got like some levels to trade off of, I'm cool. Um, yeah, and I see that, Trey, and I do want to learn the tape. I think that could be a super cool bag to add. Uh, but for what I'm doing right now, like this is enough. You know, I can get it to where my entry's lower. That's I can improve this and get my entries lower and get all my sales up at the top. Um, my risk formula is the problem. How so? I think the risk formula has already been proven. I didn't create my own. I copied. Risk to reward just has to be in sync with your accuracy. Which, I mean, my accuracy is trash right now, but generally, like over my career, my risk to reward per trade has been like 2.25. So I win more than I lose. It's just I take a lot of extra trades outside of my strategy. Yeah. I'm buying enough to risk my risk per trade. I risk the same amount every trade for the most part, aside from slippage and adding, which I try not to do. Yeah, it's just if I buy it at support and it continues through, I would just feel silly. I would rather I'd rather wait and um see the buyers come in and see the sellers on the sideline. Yeah, I'm seeing it late. I'm literally doing the same thing as you, Frank. I'm just doing it on the chart on a higher time frame. It's literally the same thing happening. The same thing you said about you wait for the price to go up really fast and then you wait for a small pullback. That's literally what's happening on the chart, bro. So what are you saying is wrong with the risk? Like I'm a pattern day trader, right? So I trade on patterns. And I put my risk is between my entry and where the pattern is broken. So if this is making higher lows, and I'm assuming this is a higher low, then the uptrend is broken once it makes a lower low. So if it breaks this low, then the uptrend is broken and my idea is broken. But until the pattern is broken, then it's not broken. I feel like it's just kind of making sure it can stand up to scrutiny, Knives. I mean, isn't that the same for every trader though, Frank? Well, it's not their opinion. It's I'm making sure my strategy is I'm trying to I see you guys poking my strategy and I'm making sure it's bulletproof. Like when you poked at me for not having any laws, and you're like, bro, everybody got to have a max loss, and I'm like, okay, that's true. So, you know, my what I was doing couldn't stand up to that scrutiny, so I made an adjustment because it makes sense to me that I should have a max loss. If I'm like Frank, I'm if I look, you got to see, I'm trading on a 5 minute time frame. So price is gonna wiggle around a lot on like a 1 minute chart. You know what's happening inside of the candles. I'm defending what I believe will work for you. Well, bro, like it's not my first day trading this strategy, bro. Like there's people in here who have seen me trade well and see who know what my strategy is and have seen me execute it. Like, bro, this happens. This right here happens every day. It's very tradable. Can I give you an example of what? What are we debating? My stop loss? That's part of my strategy, how I manage my stop. You still haven't explained what exactly you're talking about with the risk. You're telling me I'm doing it wrong, but what are your okay? So my entry was here, my risk was below this candle. How are you gonna tell me I was wrong because it was the right trade? It worked. I just got out. But what's the point of that? You're doing the same thing because if it breaks, if you get in here and it breaks this low, you're gonna get out anyway. So instead of just having a ridiculously wide risk down to 143, pretending like that's my stop, when I know I'm gonna get out if it goes below this level, I just get in and put my stop there where the structure is broken. I'm too patient. Yo, drama is trying to holler over here, bro. Drama is trying to holler, bro. This would have been nice here to hear. This is kind of funky though. But we're talking about a very small win too. I don't understand the point. Yeah, I'm not taking any trades right now, HH. Uh yeah, I'm with that trade. Why would I risk down to 143 if I know I'm wrong if it breaks this level? Once you're in, then you start adding. Yeah, bro, that's if I get in here and put my stop under here, I got tight risk. And if I'm right, I'm like, bro, I don't, we good, man. We good. Um, uh, no, bro, I've been trying to explain that I have fixed risk. I risk $10 a trade. $10 a trade. It doesn't calculate my account size or my buying power. I decide at the beginning of the month how much I'm going to allow myself to risk per trade. And I set it on my hotkey. And when I get ready to take a trade, you'll see me double click where I want to put my stop. So when I took this trade, I'm looking at the low of the candle, low's 215. So I'll put my stop at 214 or 213. I'll double click and it'll load the price into the montage, right? And then when I'm ready to enter, I hit the hotkey. So as price breaks this high, I hit my entry hotkey and it pulls the number that I loaded as my stop and my entry number, and it calculates how many shares I need to maintain $10 risk. So share size equals risk divided by stop size. And if you do that on every trade, every risk size will be exactly the same. Pretty much, slippage and all that. But yeah, shout out Bull Bear Trading for the most dope hotkey ever to streamline my entries and, keep it all the same. It needs total amount to determine the shares. Huh? How are the numbers of the shares determined? It's just math, bro. I pass. Let's see. Here's the formula. Shares equals risk divided by stop size. So when I hit the hotkey, my hotkey already has my risk inside of it as $10. So my hotkey knows, because I put it there, that I want my risk to be $10. So when I hit my hotkey, it passes the stop size. The montage passes my stop size to my hotkey script, and then it does this calculation. So if my stop size is 10 cents, I'm going to get 100 shares, right? And it's just going to happen automatically. So all I have to do is load my stop price and then enter. I can't remember. Of INDP? Yeah, I don't know, bro. I can't remember. But my entry looks like 302 and my stop would have been 290 or 289. But yeah. So I have equalized risk per trade. Risk 10 to make hopefully 2 to 1, 3 to 1. Yeah, I never think about how much it costs to buy the position. I only think about what is risked. Yeah, I spent a lot of time programming CenterStar. Well, I guess relatively a lot. I took C++ in college, and I spent a lot of time learning Python on my own. Yeah, I don't care how much the position costs, because that's not my money. That's where I got the $10 from, Frank. Hmm. I hope so, Center Star. Anyway, man. Um, so I'm on that tray. Next week we hammer this out. Um, uh, hmm. What's the story on PDT? I actually been meaning to do a little deep dive and make a video about it myself because I got so many questions about it. Um, I just kind of think, Frank, you're trying to mold my trend trading strategy into your scalping strategy, and it's just not. It's not. By the time I'm entering on the five, I've already seen all the confirmation that you would have been looking for to add to your position. So I'm okay with just taking my whole position by the time the five triggers. Like by the time the five triggers, I have a pretty clear low that should be at support, and I have a clear entry, and it's already shown. But so what's a better way for me to attack this trade right here on the five, bro? I just Oh yeah, I know, man. Everybody's gonna be. They don't. It's not the key they think it is. Yeah. I'm surprised the market even cared to keep the restriction there as long as it was there. Man, what's up, RJ? Good to see you, man. Yeah, that's just too much, bro. It's too much. It's too much involvement. For a non-profitable trader, you're trying to throw in adding and scaling and all of that. It just it's not necessary, bro. One buy, I really want to get to one buy, one sell, honestly. But I like scaling out. But I think most of the time when I scale out, I I end up giving too much back. Yeah. Well, we'll get a lot more Billies into the game though. And breakouts should be magnificent. Yeah, I just bro, if I start doing that, I'll be jumping in and out of trades and all of that. That's not where I'm at. I've like I'm trading this way because of my personality, because of my experience. And the reasons that you think it's not working is not the reason that it's not working. I know, right? Straight up, Knives. The reason it's not working is because I'm not even following the rules of my own thing. Like that's almost every bad trade I've taken has been me not doing that. Me doing something that clearly I know I'm not supposed to do. Like my people scream trade screaming, please don't buy that. Like he knows I'm not, this is not what I'm here to do. You know? It's literally, yeah, I am weekly. It's literally, it's just me. Look at this number, bro. No matter what set of rules, no, if I adopted everything you told me and every day I could not come in here and raise this number up, I would fail. So I just that's the problem, bro. Now, if I was trading my strategy perfectly, and I still, this number was freaking 47, and I still am doing trash, like, okay, bro, your laws are meaningless. Your laws do not help you make money. They don't prevent you from losing money. Please, can we redo your laws? But that's not the case, bro. The number's at zero and has been at zero, and it got to one time, and it was even still kind of I had to take a poll, you know. Um, yeah, it's just the rules, bro. What pond? Why is that? Is it fear or greed that you can't follow the rules? I think it's fear of missing out. If I think it's about to go up and it's not setting up the way I needed to in order to take it because of my strategy, I'm like, I have to figure out another way to get in this trade. I'm spiraling a little right now, or just like throughout December. Yeah. No, of course not. Going a little crazy. Oh, my bad, Pond. Let me bring it in. Let me bring it in. I'm literally trying knives. I'm literally trying. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. It's like the FOMO creates this anticipation where like before it even starts, I'm like on alert, like, and I'm trading the 5 minute chart, so I really want to almost not look at the one until it's time to get in. But I'm really used to seeing so much info on the one; it's really hard to just completely like close my eyes to it. But the job is super simple, man. The job is super simple. Um, you just gotta come into the market, pre-market, find what's moving, spend a little time with each stock, figure out why it's moving, draw my levels, put it over there on the watch chart, go through the next one, draw my levels, put it over there on the chart, and then sit and wait, man. Sit and wait. Yeah. And the morning routine is what needs to be there to establish that vibe every morning of not FOMO. I gotta do a range. What is my entry? Um, yeah, just I gotta come in the same way every morning. I gotta have the routine. I gotta have a little mission statement or morning motto or something that I just kind of go over to remind myself, like, you know, we're looking for that clean setup. It may come today, it may come tomorrow. We're not gonna waste any shots on something that's not there, you know. Just gonna chill, sit back, enjoy the chat and talk about trading. And when a trade comes, we'll take it. If it doesn't come, we'll chill. Like that's the vibe I gotta have. And so frustrating, bro. It's so frustrating to know to know what I can do, bro. Like, and to come in here and just like trip over my own feet every day. Like it's like being the greatest hurdle jumper and then you get on the track and then you trip over your first hurdle and it's like, damn, bro. Like, and the crowd is like, bro, you gotta arch your back and lean over your knee. And you like, man, y'all don't understand. I'm the freaking coldest hurdle jumper out here. I just got in my mind and tripped over this first one, man. And but um And then it's coming to realize that what makes you a cold trader is not being able to find those sniper entries and get those top tick sales and get those big R wins. It's the ability to not go past max loss, to sit on your hands when there's no trade, to go days, of waiting, those kind of things. Um, yeah. So would you, nah, it ain't supposed to be that high, Frank. Going forward, my max loss will be 2R. That's it. Cause really, I don't see more than 2 trades a day. And to be down 2R and then miraculously think I see a third trade, and if I take that third trade and I lose, I'm gonna want to pick a fourth trade, and the chances of a fourth trade are even more rare than the third trade. And it just it if I throw away 2R on the open, more than likely it's a performance issue, and I need to pack it up. So, yeah, I don't need the third, bro. On the 5 minute chart, I don't need the third. Sober looking real cool right here. That's money right here. Kinda. Yeah. I just yeah, I want to do 2R. Less is more, man. I gotta chill out. Cause really I want to say one trade a day. I want to say one trade a day, but I'm giving myself two. So that's why I'm doing max loss 2R. Nah, I'm not giving up, Frank. How does it look like money? That's a good question. I just see a higher low right there at that same 217 level. Low volume trying to come in. Um, yeah, I really only want to focus on trading the high liquidity areas weekly. Oh yeah, free game on Epic. Um, what's up, Ahmed? Um, my strategy is I'm looking for higher lows at support on the 5 minute chart. Uh, so basically, like what you see here, or this is a better example, I guess, of these are my levels of interest, and we get the high, and then we get a higher low compared to that low right here at this support level. So I buy the break. I buy the next candle to make a high and stop under the low, and I look to sell around the 2R area, but basically when it runs into resistance. It needs to be uptrending on the higher time frames though, and that's kind of what we don't have on the 15 here. I think we got kind of, what is this? Yeah, that green candle on the 15 though be kind of promising. But yeah, just after 11. Like I don't want to trade after 11, and I don't want to trade that first 5-minute candle anymore. It's super simple. Yeah. Yeah, it's the 15's downtrending. I need the 15 to be up, honestly. I almost want to put a rule there that the 15 got to be over VWAP. But how am I red? I took some pre-market trades. Actually, and I added to it, and I think I took a 2R loss on that one, and then took 2 more trades. And okay, that makes sense on how I got to 4R on that one. And then SOBR, I took this really nice trade here, but it was pre-market, jumped out because I didn't feel comfortable holding risk through the open. And even though it would have worked pretty nicely, but I ended up taking this one. And I probably got 1R out of this trade. Maybe more than that. But then I gave it right back. Gave it right back. Nah, I just needed to be, you said lower low, below 9. Huh. We always break rules. Yeah, it's we can't though. Can't. Trend line finally breaking over here. All right, y'all. I gotta get out of here though. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man, and still keeping some hope alive for your boy. I'm gonna get it. I got it. I just gotta get my life together, man. It's going down, man. Power Stirk. Anyway, man, you guys have a good I guess we'll be back Friday. So you guys be safe out there, man. And yeah, be safe, enjoy your families and all that good stuff. And we'll see you Friday. Peace.